guys, welcome back to Mom's Planning again. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by. This week I'm going to be planning in my horizontal planner. It's a classic sized happy planner for the week of Monday, August 2nd to 6, 7, 8. I guess that's Sunday, August the 8th. Oh my gosh, this is crazy going into August. I thought what I would do is I like to keep in with these soft pink lines. I love this washi tape. It's very florally, but it's almost, where can you see that there? It's almost like a peachy pinky kind of color. So I don't know, I'm not sure if it's going to work, but I just absolutely love it. There's a bit of a polka dot one too. And it's got little baby tiny flowers on it, but it looks like a polka dot. So maybe I'll bring that one in too. So when I think of pink and navy, I instantly thought of indigo, but I know there are some solid navy blue stickers in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some pink stamping. I think I'm going to use the Distress Oxide. I'm not quite sure yet. I got to practice. So what I've done is I've taken the one big letter for each day of the week and I want to stamp it. But first I want to practice because I don't know. Got this little scrap paper here. I don't know if I want, I'm going to actually start with the S because it has been used before and I'm not sure how well I cleaned it, so we can kind of stamp it off. I know that these inks are very potent. Is that the right word? What I did when I, what if I just do one? I'm trying to decide what level of color I want on it. So I'm just going to push it down a couple times here and then try with the oxide. I do have it on top of the waxed paper, just in case it bleeds through. Now I find these oxides are awesome. Wow, that one's very pigmented. So let's just try and do a second one. That's a lot lighter of a color. When I stamp, I find in my journal, I can write over top of the stamp, and I'm very happy with, you know, being able to see it underneath. I like that kind of shade. So let's stamp off over here. And then if I compare the colors, I think this one's going to match closer to that, but it's going to be more pinky than this. So we're going to have a hard bargain here. So I'm going to, let's go back to this. Oh, it's fine. Okay, so this is my oxide, and you can see that's kind of bleeding through a bit. I don't know if the camera's going to pick that up. So my softer, there's another one there. So once I've stamped off, I'm going to push into my ink pad once, make one stamp, and then use the lightness of the second one. I quite like that. Okay, so let's cover this one up so I don't get my arm in it. And I think what I want to do is just do like a big letter underneath each day of the week. So I'm going to stamp, push it into my ink pad, stamp it off onto my page, and then just try and put it in between there, and then one. And then I think I'm going to stamp it off. Push in, stamp off, and then try and line it up. I'm trying to, okay, I see I've done one line down and two lines underneath. So let's try and stay consistent with that. Okay, so then I'll stamp off my ink. So let's go for an F for Friday. I don't know if it's going to much matter if I line it up with these lines or not, because I'm going based on the actual lines on the page. I don't know that I've actually used this before, so let's ink it up a bit. And then if we go 1 and then 2, okay, let's do that. 1. Now this is going to be, this one's a little more flourishy, a little bit longer, and I see I've inked the actual square, so I'm going to try and come down. No, I'm not going to be able to. That's okay. Yay. Okay, so that worked out nice. So I'm just going to do the rest of them like that. So you can see the mistake I made. I got so ambitious in stamping this T, I forgot to stamp it off before I put it down. So it's darker than the rest of them, but hey, what can we do? We can either cover it up and do it again, or we can just move on and embrace it, which I'm going to try and do. I also got pink right there, so anyhow, what I'm going to do now is I'd like to actually go through this Indigo book and just pull out some of the really dark navy blue. So I can see some headers there. I know that there's those things, but I'd like to pull out, there were some navy blue, I think they were arrow type boxes. I call them arrow, I don't know, like these. Flag, arrow, I don't know, something like that. I see I've used these ones already, so I can pull these out, and I think the pink and navy is going to be so sharp together. Oh. Ah. I've been really having a problem with these books not being sliced up properly. I might actually be able to include the light blue, but I have a problem with light blue and light pink. I find it's very nursery, you know what I mean? Like it's too baby, in my opinion. I did one time, it's like, oh, these colors look great together, and then I hated it after, so I did not do it. So that's cute. There's a couple little flowers on those guys there. Okay. So you know how I like to do all of my layering goodness. So let's pull out, these all say big plans. Maybe what I could do, here's a remember. That's cute. I might be able to pull out, what I'm thinking of is my colorful boxes. There are a lot of stickers out of it though, so I'm not sure what's left in the pale pink. Can give it a go. So if we just pull out some of those. I see this one here, but if I've got the foil there, I think maybe I'll stick with that. And then I thought maybe a couple of these would be good. I'm thinking this is my journal, so I'm like, okay, get it done. Family time, that would be good. Let's do a family time. Let's do a today and kind of important. I love the script on these. Now, I'm not sure if that camera is picking up that script or not, but it's very cute. There's a best day, but again, we've got a couple of those. 1, 2, 3 for 1, 2, 3. So we've got our headers taken care of. This might be kind of cute to add. I could cut that top blue color off of it. However, it's a nice teal color. Ooh, this is cute. Now, I've peeled this one up before. So again, just looking for the solid navy, and I'm gonna stick with the washi that I have there. I think that's probably it. I don't want to do like appointments and that kind of thing. So let's check then my colorful boxes and see. Oh, that's not it. Colorful boxes, where are you? Here we go. I've definitely consolidated these sheets, so here. Not left with a lot. Okay, so then what I'm gonna do is go into Pressed Florals. Because we know there's a pink section in here. So there's a few options. So let's, I wish that wasn't so bright, but we can make it work, right? So I think right away, I can lay these sideways, like horizontal in here, but this one's lined, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna actually play around with clusters just on this side of the wax paper here. And I'm trying to think of how I can cover up the T without covering up the T. Do you know what I mean? And then if I put this one, they're practically the same size though, and I don't like that. I just don't like how bright that is because it emphasizes the wrong color. It's too bright compared to these pale ones, but maybe what I need to do is put a navy beside it just to give it the right. Now I'm going right down on the paper. Oh, silly me. And then I was going to cover up that flower, so since this one was on the wax paper, we might be okay. Oh yeah. Oh, see, just when you think it's all right. So how much do we need to cover up in here? Let's lay that straight. Okay. All right. And then what if we bring in some of this right on the very bottom of the top priority, just to cover up my splotched. My ink splotch. Okay, there's a cute little cluster. And so then we've got one there, then we can do one here. Let's go on the opposite side of the page with an arrow, whatever you call these guys. And then I've got a smaller pinky box here in the Pressed Florals, so I could always do something like that. So I'm going to lay it down on the wax paper. And I do like to try and keep it within this horizontal, you know, like the Thursday space. And if I do that, I'm going to cut the tip of the arrow off, right? In order to cover up that flower. Or I could just maybe What if I did something like, okay, let's put the blue down in that space. And then if I layered this here, say, let's try and get the sticky off of it. What if I, okay, what if I put the blue on this side? Get the sticky off of this side. And then I can kind of layer this on top like that. Yeah. So what I want to do then is I want a little bit of this, kind of see the width of the pink there. I just want to overlap that just enough that, yeah, okay. I like that. So what I need to do now is line up this blue box, and then hopefully the rest of it will lay down straight. Okay, there. Yay. I don't know about this. I feel like the navies are clashing. I don't have a pale pink, I don't think, of washi. I don't like the tip on this one, so. It just wants to rip into a point. And then, now I find this is a bit cuter. The flowers are a bit more subtle. And what if I, okay, now see, I want this to be longer than that and straight. So my ink is not bleeding through. The more I look at it, the more I find this pink is wrong. The pink is the wrong pink, and I don't like it. I do find this matches much better. So the only thing I can do is color over it with a marker, or like I said, I just need to embrace it, right? Okay, let's move on over here and see. Let's put an arrow. What do you call these things? And then let's go right up here. So if we place that along there, and if I do this and just overlap that line ever so slightly of that box, and then bring it along here, then I could washi it up. There's like a line right there in the washi. I might need to white that out. And I feel like I need to put this thicker one on. The wider. Actually, that's okay. What if I just cover up? What if I just cover them up? This is going to be a crazy long video. Okay, let's figure out the letters after. I like the big letters. Maybe what I could do is like find a navy marker or something and do that after. So let's take this cluster And I guess my whole idea was that I could write over top of the letter. So if I do use a navy marker, I'm not going to be able to write over it, but I'd like to look at it and see that these pinks are a little closer together. And if I try and use a different pink, it's just gonna blah, blah, blah. Okay, so let's do family time for Friday. And I was gonna put it in the blue boxes, but I like offsetting it with these. I'm gonna not put one on that because it's already got a to-do thing on there. So we're gonna try and put today in the middle. Okay. And so then that leaves one more, I guess, cluster down here. I'm going to use this one, and I have a larger box here in this pale pink. So I'm going to bring it over here. And I'm going to cover up this floral. I like that. So then I can bring in my third, kind of important. I don't feel like that's quite centered. Move it over just a bit. There we go. And then I feel like with these, I'm just gonna cut the top off just because this color isn't in it anywhere. And I'm going to just rip off a little bit of washi. And then I'm gonna leave it rather wide. But you know, I like that torn look. Lay it down there. And then just nestle this up in there. Then it's got a little bit of something going on. So that's cute. I like that. And now I feel like I want to do the same thing on the other side of the page, but maybe with this circle. However, because that's there, maybe I just bring that down. I like that. That's cute. And then it gives this box a little bit of something, something. Now I have all of these left. These three. I have this to-do flag here. Maybe I'll pop this now up here, and I'll do the same thing. I'll bring it just outside of that box a little bit. And then that kind of ties these two in together. But now I feel like this has a label and this doesn't. It has both and this doesn't. So, Indigo. I have so many sticker books right here. Okay. And all this washi stuck to me. Plunk, plunk, plunk. There we go. So what do we want? Let's do Get It Done, because it's the same script as the other ones. And then I guess I'll just put it on this blue one here. I'm going to come back to this washi. I'm going to take this off. I find that I like this bold flower better. So I'm going to, oh, that might be too much. Now these are definitely bothering me. So I'm going to turn off the camera and then I'll come back and show you what I ended up doing once I decide that. Hang on. So I've tried a few different things. I tried whiting it out and I thought that's gonna look, I'm not gonna like it. It's gonna look dumb. So I tried coloring. I've got a navy blue marker, but it's not the right blue. And then I tried covering the S stamp. I colored it with this and I thought, what would it look like over top of it? Didn't like that. And then I colored it in black and I'm too shaky. I can't get the lines right. So then I thought, okay, what about a white pencil crayon? So this T was as dark as the first stamp, like this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, because the table that I'm working on is kind of textured and in behind the lighter stamps is kind of textured, I'm just going to color, this table is really shaking. I'm just going to color it so that it fades it. Okay, and then I'll show you what it looks like after so I don't keep shaking the table. There, so that's what it looks like after. So it's kind of got that textury look like the other stamps do. So I'm just going to leave it. I think because I've got huge bright lights on it right now, it's kind of, you know, it's not looking like the exact same pink, but that's fine. I don't mind. I can deal with that. So anyway, so thanks for finally getting there with me. I appreciate you sticking around. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos, hit subscribe button. And well, thanks for being here today. Take care. Bye-bye.